Hello, hello, my green skins, and finally, yikes, this took a while. Season 2 of Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. And damn, this took a while. Note to self, doing two series that are about 20 episodes long, a little much. Maybe next time I won't do that. You actually might get two videos in one shot here. I'm pretty much done elementary, and I have to do elementary coming up next, so she's getting close. But what can I say about season 2 of Lois and Clark? An interesting, fun little season I kind of liked. And man, there was a lot of guest panels in this one. And we'll have to break it all down. My early initial thoughts for season 2, unfortunately, like I said, I watched this kind of broken up with my girlfriend at the time, and so I never did really get all this show until now. And I gotta admit, when I got to the ending of this, oh, 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 ooh, ah. Let's just say that I'm interested to what they do with season 3. I heard there was supposed to be a season 5 as well, but Terry Hatcher got pregnant, and so they said, well, we're not going to do it. Which is kind of sad because it would have been nice to see how this goes. So let's break this down, starting with the cast. Okay, so our cast, we have ourselves Dean Cain, Hatcher, or Hatchet. Is it Hatcher or Hatchet? I apologize if I mix that up. Dean Cain again doing a superior role, and I like him in this. And he has puppy dog eyes in this role. The next, Terry actually comes into her own for this Lois Lane. I have a love hate relationship with this Lois Lane, but I like it a little more. The next person that's brand new in this, everyone else is somewhat the same, but the new guy, who's an amalgamation of two characters, Justin Whalen. He is playing Jimmy Olsen. He's also technically playing the rookie kid that they brought in to see by season 1, who never shows up again. We unfortunately lose Cat Grant, which I'm really mad about because I like that actress, but it was gonna happen, and it's kind of sad to lose that. But other than that, we have a cameo list that's fucking through the roof in this season. And we're going to have to break it down. I'm going to break it down into the actors and cameo. I'm going to kind of amalgamate both. The acting and cameo is going to be kind of one big list. So we got a great cast here and a lot of good actors. And we did get some people that came back. Like we do have the prankster from the original, I think season 1, he showed up. And I kind of like him. But man, the cameos in this are through the fucking roof on this one. I mean, wow, we have an impressive crew here. Again, Terry Hatcher really comes into her own as Lois Lane. Dean Cain is amazing in this. But, like, where season 1 had one of my favorite actors of all time, Chakotay, as you guys know him as in Star Trek. By the way, this guy's a great actor. And he has a lot of range. I'd love to see him in more stuff. And surprisingly, I don't. And then sometimes he kind of pops up and I'm like, holy shit, is that Chakotay? I'll never know this actor's actual name. That's the funny thing about this. And they did a really good job. Now, Justin Whalen, aka the kid from the D&D movie, I now know he could be a pretty good actor. But I mean, you have the Jeffersons. You have so many other people coming up. You have yourself Bruce Campbell. You have Ray Ramone's father in this. Like, what the hell is with this cast this season? And there are so many people in here. And it's just shocking. And it goes all over the place. Like, the story is nuts in this. And I both equally enjoyed and liked all the insane cast. Again, frickin' Jeffersons. The Jeffersons are in this. Not joking. That is a real thing. They just, what the hell is with this cast? We also have the guy, I can never remember this guy's name. Oh, damn it. You know, he plays Big Trouble in Little China. I'll never remember this guy's name. And I should, because I like him in everything he does. He's always fun. And it's just like, this sucks that I'll never ever remember this guy's name. But great cast, great acting. You have some very fun moments. Everyone is actually just blowing it out of the water. And this looked like not only a fun show to like watch, like this isn't just a fun show to watch. This is a looks like a fun show that people were probably acting in. Like it looked like they were having fun. And it kind of comes out in the show. And maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know how bad it was. Like you can really see it in the Super Mario movie that they're all drunk. This show doesn't have that. Now for the story. So, we have, unfortunately, other than 2 episodes, we lose our Lex Luthor, which is a bad role for the story. Again, this is more of a monster of the week, but this does kind of chain together piece by piece by piece. And fuck, is this one a monster of the week? This story is a major monster of the week at this point. Like, I mean, come on, H.G. Wells shows up in this. The biggest loss was Lex Luthor. I like this actor. And I heard he was on Mutant X now. I'm going to have to watch this show called Mutant X now. I'm tempted to watch it because, oh, he's in there. I kind of want to watch it because I like that actor. I'm pissed off that we lost that role. And, you know, unfortunately, like I said, there was a lot of stuff. This was actually a hard show. Like, usually I can find stuff, like I can find scenes because people have already, like, they've shown their favorite scenes and you can find them almost anywhere. This series was a little hard to find. I'm finding it getting harder and harder to find information on it. It's kind of weird that way. But this has a couple of the Rogues Gallery comes in. You have yourself the Intergang, which is freaking Raymond's dad is a part of Intergang, which gives me an interesting headcanon that Raymond's dad is secretly worked as Intergang all this entire time and was lying about stuff. This explains a lot. You got that. You got Bruce Campbell, a part of Intergang. You have Metallo actually makes an appearance. And it's well done. And they did mostly a good job. But again, like I said, losing Lex Luthor for this series is kind of a sad thing. Also, like I said, I liked Kent Grant, and it was sad she just doesn't make an appearance in this entire one. We get a couple Star Trek known names in here. We get the before Worf became Worf became the security guy of the Enterprise in Next Gen. The actress that played that role, she was in this for a bit. And again, seeing Lex Luthor kind of not in the series for this point kind of pisses me off. I liked him. He was fun. And this also builds up the relationship with Superman and Lois Lane, and boy, do they ever build it up. Right until we get to an ending. Wow. This ending would fuck so many people. I could only imagine how angry people are with that ending. You'll have to find out for yourself. I'm not going to spoil anything. I've already spoiled enough with the end of like the fact that Lex isn't there. Wow. I would be pissed if I was watching this legit. Let's get to the visual effects. So the visual effects in this aren't as good. They're better with what they were, but they're still not good as modern day visual effects. Like, in some ways they're better than CG because there's a lot of visuals, But other than that, um, there is some interesting stuff here that they did, but it wasn't as hardcore as you want something to be. They do some good fast movement phases. They do again a lot of visual tricks that you used to see in back in the day really work out here. I'm still saying that this had decent visual effects and in some ways better than some stuff that's on TV right now. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. Next will be our music. Music is still good. Not much to say else. You know, when you're doing a series like this, it does a good job. There's a couple songs that, like I said, they do a montage song, which isn't bad. And again, back in the day, they'd have to pay for that. Like there, and those weren't cheap, by the way. So I kind of never realized how bad songs were. But man, people pay out for those songs pretty heavy. And yeah, not a bad not a bad music effect. Let's break us down to our ratings. So, having watched both seasons now, I'm going to have to do two ratings. So, season 2, if it was just to watch it as a standalone, there has a lot of issues with it. And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for people who are not watching the show or want to watch the show on their own dime. It's an older show. I wish it was easy to find, but it's not. I'm going to give season 2 a 6.1. As a whole, the show, though, is rising up. I would almost say I'm getting very close to, like, I'm solely enjoying this. And I would say right now, watching season 1 and season 2, I'm going to give it still around that 6 range at this moment. I will admit there's something that really pissed me off in this show. And if I was watching it back in the day, oh, I'd be mad. You'll understand if you get to it. It's kind of sad, but that's the best way to put it without. I'm going to be vague so I can keep people from getting hit by spoilers. Like the show, though, Dean Cain, like I said, Dean Cain works, and Terry Hatcher really comes into her own with Lois Lane at this point. Overall, their chemistry is good, and their chemistry is a little better now. And yeah, solid. I'm all in for season 3. I'd keep watching this show. Stay tuned for if people want to see season 3. Please tell me. Leave a comment if you want to hear me review season 3. Again, that will take a while. Otherwise, I am going to go to other stuff. And I'm hoping to have season 1 of Elementary out either in the next. I don't know. I'm thinking next week will probably be my thing. I'm gonna sit down and kind of go through bullet points like I just did with season 2. Like I actually just watch bit, like kind of rewatch stuff to kind of have an energy to it. So I'm gonna rewatch season 1, a little bit of bits and pieces of Elementary just to kind of get myself in, and there we go for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Superman right now. Stay tuned for the Elementary season 1 review, and I'll see you guys on the next Orc War Chief reviews. Have yourselves a very good day.